Yeah.
I'll show you the move I caught this morning, though.
All right, bet. Let me see. Oh, you caught something today?
I caught this morning.
Well, that's a dumb question, ain't it?
So basically, I just going over this breakdown real quick. Pretty much, as you can see, saw we was on that uptrend still and stuff, but we was getting more into the downtrend structure. So since we was getting into the downtrend structure, I was more on like 1 hour time frame, trying to see like what made sense. And what was making sense was just the fact that, we still had a solid foundation of support being made, but at the same time, we was making lower highs. So since we was making lower highs, I found a counter trend line opportunity or a trend line opportunity based off point A, point B, and then point C in the future. And then I noticed that the market dropped down here. It made a higher low in this sense, but at the same time was kind of like starting to break my counter trend line and my trend line and kind of respected. And that's the biggest thing I wanted to look for. So when it was respecting it along this side, the market open, right? We had the like 23.6s that was being made, and then we had the push up that happened, the retrace that happened. So being that we was on the backside of this trend line, it was 23.6s being made. Professional trader, as a professional trader, you're already gonna be in your mind thinking like, okay, I need a real higher low point to be made. I need a real pullback, right? Because I'm seeing lower high points. I understand I'm in a counter trend based on a higher time frame, right? At the same time, based on the daily and weekly, even though I didn't go there, right? We're seeing a lot of exhaustion towards the top side. So in that case, and I'm seeing lower high points being made on my main analyzing time frames being H4 and H1. I'm walking it down step by step, right? So from there, because I'm in the counter trend and I realize that we haven't broken any point of resistance to make a higher high or some type of higher low point that can let me know that buyers are fully, ready to take over the market again, then I'm gonna be going with the main bias that I see, which is gonna be the bearish bias at this point. So and then my moving average is also flat, right? Like I said, once the market made this kind of double top action up here, I was able to catch some sales going down on Monday. That's when I had the $500 day on Monday, and then the 23.6 started happening. So I measured that out, point A, point B. Saw the 23.6, kind of drew this channel based on like something I seen on the lower time frames, I'm guessing. Probably like M5, M1. But I just wanted to see because this area is so boxy, anticipate that retest and then be able to take advantage of that retest. So knowing that I had to, like I said, come back to 38.2, that's pretty much what happened. And then once it came back to 38.2, farther than 38.2, it has to be at least 38.2 or 88.6. So this was more like a 88.6 based on this sub fib work right here. And then once I was able to do that sub fib work and understand what was happening on that lower time frame, see that transition happen, then boom, I was able to take advantage of that with a 0.04 and a 0.01 scale in around this area and then catch that drop as well. So then from there, of course, we in a like I said, a tight consolidation range and support has been respected. So once it came and made this wick down here, it let me know to go ahead and get out my order just because of the fact that like this support has been respected multiple times. And then we're wicking out, showing that the market isn't ready to actually breach that area yet. So just secured 500. And then from there, as you can see, it's just been kind of like
what was the count and lot size for because I know US 30 is a little bit different than gold. That's why I'm asking.
The count was at 1,000 and 0.04 and a 0.01.
That's hard. That's 50%. That's hard, bro.
I'm usually trading now at like 30-50% now.
Okay. That's hard.
Yeah, like I'm okay with risking that now, like getting more precise and more comfortable.
Yeah, you gotta be. Yeah, that's hard, bro.
It's how I need to be taking profit, securing profit, like not trying to sit in orders too long when it ain't already showed me certain areas is being respected, not letting my ego get involved or none of that stuff. Just really taking stuff from point A to point B, seeing what I like, getting out, securing profit, adding to the balance, like just practicing those good habits and building those up throughout the fourth quarter should be the goal and the focus, not so much how much money we making, not so much, but just building the habits, building the right habits, like taking orders from point A to point B, taking orders based on good entry placement areas, good market structure areas, good entry base point areas, along with a lot of confluence that backs up your story for taking that, and then just being able to accept the risk based on what it is that you see.
Word. Yeah, that's a good setup right there. That's a good setup. And
I mean, it was straight. Like I would have liked it to be a lot smoother, like because every time we came down here, we just been getting rejected out, like every time. So it's like it hasn't really showed us, that it's really just been consolidating. Like so, it's really just been aggravating as fuck, honestly, because it's like not it hasn't been respecting the moving average to the top side too much. Um, it's just been like literally making a bearish candle, then everything else is bullish. So it's like I've really been having a snipe shit and just take my order.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. If you could do that in a consolidation range too, that's even harder. You know what I'm saying? That's even harder for because I know like last week I lost like over half a band just because it was in a trading range. You know what I'm saying? So and I know, you know what I'm saying, what not to do, but niggas was doing it anyway. So it's like that's hard, bro. That's a lot of discipline, bro.
No, it is, and it takes a lot of patience, man, and a
It's,
lot of, like I said, getting in and out of orders to be able to catch a flow. Because, like, even if I have a bad entry placement, like I'm getting the fuck out, like because if you feel uncomfortable, if your shit wrong. So
yeah,
like I said, I get in, and immediately, as soon as I get in, it just seemed like everybody's buying against me, type shit. Like you know how those orders be sometimes. Like so, I just get the fuck out. I just be like, all right, bet that's a bad area. Maybe I got in right at support or some shit. All right, cool. Let me go ahead and take this $50, $60 L because I know my 1 to 3 is gonna be,
it's
you
gonna
know,
get it all back.
it's gonna be
So
3,000, 3,000, 1,500, whatever the case is. So it's like depending on whatever lot size I'm using. So it's just like just getting more precise with that, like understanding like where am I at in the environment as far as how my pair is moving and what's the projected momentum, and then just being able to make sure that I'm comfortable to flow with the main bias, because if I'm not comfortable, then I'm not going to be able to hold, I'm not going to be able to maintain. It's going to change my psychology and how I view my order and maintain my order. So I'd rather go ahead and cut it and then get in where I wanted to get in, as far as based on my technical, based on the right being the right area, you know what I'm saying, for what
yeah. So speaking of ripe area, I know with gold, I've been watching gold for a couple of years now, and I've kind of like learned not just like when it's ripe, like in terms of timing, like usually 8 a.m., 10 a.m., sometimes London session. So like with this pair, I know you've been watching it for a while. When is like the most high probability to see clean, you know what I'm saying, and high
I
volatility
prefer
move?
the NY volatility, NY afternoon,
All
right after news, like 10 o'clock, 10:30, you know,
right.
or right after London, you'll start to see some kind of pushes during London, and then you'll get that dead period between like 5 and 7, and then
Mm-hmm.
right after 7, market starts picking up around 8 a.m. when banks
Mm-hmm.
start stuff, and then right at 9:30,
That's
you
fluctuating a little bit. Yeah.
get everything you're asking for.
Word. That's neat.
Um,
That's neat. And my last question for US 30 is like, how do you what does your top down analysis look like for US 30? Because I know it's different. It has a lot more volatility. So the time zones is a little different. And I mean like the time frames is a little bit different. The time frames, like 1 hour, 4 hour
Whatever,
daily.
it just depend on whatever I can see structure on. For real.
All right.
Always be like H4, H1. Like it just depends. Like right now we on H1. But if I need less data, then I'm gonna be on H4. If I need more data, I might be on N15, N5. Like you gotta use all of them. So it's like I'm not really, especially with US 30, like I'm not just on one time frame. Like
Mm-hmm.
too long, like maybe like 60, 50% of the time I'm on like 1 hour H4. But other than that, I'm always shuffling through them, trying to see which time frame gonna show me the best picture for what I'm trying to see and what I'm trying to do. So that way I can be waiting. I can know if I need to wait 4 hours. I can know if I need to wait 2 hours. I know if I don't need to be trading for the day. Like all of that just based on me being able to go get those different perspectives from each time frame.
Word. For that last trade you just broke down to me, could you show me like what was your confirmation for entry or
Backside of the
like
backside right here again touch. So if you highlight that area, around like 10 minutes, but I was on probably like 1 minute, I don't know lie. Still
uh,
double top, double
mm-hmm.
all up here, all up here. Then you got the lower how that was made here. Then you got that,
Hmm.
and then this double top that came and respected the backside of everything. So I got in like right up in here, and then
Damn,
LN was right here after it broke through the moving average, and then just
that's a snipe entry, bro. That's hard.
did the thing.
Yeah, and then you got out around like you said the wick.
I got out like right up in here.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
That's perfect. Done. That's
right.
all right. How that's like what probably like
I was here.
less than an hour.
We're respecting the backside of this trend line here, this channel that we got here. So really, we want to see if price can get to here, like
Hmm.
around this support. I mean, if we break that support, then we looking real good as far as like getting here. But got a long way to go, and like I said, it's hella consolidating. So all you could do is wait and pray and be thankful. Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
'Cause that's really be the wave. Like that's really all it is to it. And then you just looking for things that's gonna respect your bias and like look, all this shit is just choppy, bro. Like this shit,
yeah.
I can't trade this shit, bro.
Not doing shit. It's just yeah, dojis for real.
Yeah, like you can't like all of this right here, you can't trade, bro. So I wouldn't even
Yeah.
trip. Yeah, I really wouldn't trip. I'll just
Word.
I'll wait all of this shit out, wait for it to break whichever way it's gonna break, give you some type of retest, and then that way you could draw some type of confluence up over it. But other than that, man, like it's just a patience game, just a waiting game. That's all it is. I wouldn't even get too beat up, especially now because we heading into the dead period. Like everybody about to go to lunch. So this one
Hmm.
market gets stupid consolidated, or this one is just start doing weird shit. So this is when I, hop on my one-on-ones, go work out, go get lunch, like go do other stuff. So that way I'm not like stuck self-sabotaging or trying to actually enter places where it's like
It's not even the time, right time. Yeah.
so it could be showing you like, oh, it's giving me a double tie, it's giving me a bear. Yeah, but like it can show you that, and then that shit can make a higher low point and then go right the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's not the right time, or
Yeah.
it could show you that and then consolidate for the next 4 hours, 5 hours, just because it's not the right time. So it's like all that shit really matters. Like that type of discipline that you have to have for this really matters.
Yeah. So fucked me up last week.
Yeah, especially in consolidation areas. Like if you don't got the right patience or the right discipline, like
Just
or the right
going.
mindset, you're gonna be fucked because every time you're gonna be entering, like I was telling you last time, like you're gonna be entering in the middle of shit and you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh, it's showing me this and that. But yeah, like you're not in the right placements. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like placements matter. Like if you was gonna attack this trade, for instance, and you wanted to like get in consolidation here, you would
At
have to
34 is the only place. Yeah.
exactly up here, like you know what I mean, somewhere up along this confluence area, and that's the things that I'm trying to. Why the fuck my screen look like this?
Let's say you did get into those trades. How would you stop loss it? Would you break even it? Would you just keep your stop loss at somewhere healthy and just let it do whatever it want? Like, let's say you did want to trade that.
Fuck is my shit looking like this?
You good?
Let me see none of my tools. What the fuck? Yeah,
Oh, that's smooth. Yeah.
yeah. So you would have wanted to get in somewhere along. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the backside of this shit up here where these wicks are. But like even with that, like you said, all you seeing is hammer, doji. Like so, it's like all that momentum is just like whatever. Like it's not even real.
Right now, yeah.
So it's like there's no point in really analyzing this shit up because this shit could really just you hoping like based on structure that it's gonna respect this shit, but it hasn't respected it at all. Like even when we got underneath it here, like it
Hmm.
will touch here, but then blew right through that shit, and then even
Yeah.
here, right, respected it more on the top side, blew right past this shit, and now
Yeah.
seeming like it want to respect, but 9 times out of 10, higher low,
Whatever you want. Yeah.
it's gonna blow right through it again. So it's like it hasn't been respecting the moving average on the lower time frame at all. Like, so it's like right now it's really like just wait because everything's sideways. Moving average sideways, higher time frame sideways, higher time frame showing dojis. Like ain't nothing really going on, bro. Like, and the only, like I said, the only thing you can hope is that it's gonna keep following structure. But at the end of the day, you seeing higher low, higher low, higher low. So it's like that shit can say fuck you
Anything can happen, yeah.
and that's how you want to think though. So that way, when it comes to your lot size, when it comes to you protecting your capital, when you're thinking about exposing your account to the market, like all of those things are the professional ways of thinking. It's not like I'm saying it like, oh yeah, fuck this shit. I'm saying it like this is the time to be patient. This is the time to recognize and have the awareness that you should not be trading. You know what I mean? Especially during the time and dead period. But if you were to, I showed you how to go about it, right? If you,
Yeah.
it's always options because it's always going to be a move, right? So even if you were, like I said, you would have attacked it from here based on what? Entry time frame. Okay, that's still a little blocky and a little choppy. We got to go to M1. You know what I mean? Because on M1, you're seeing resistance, 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 respect, test it, test it, test it, test it, respect, test it, test it, respect, test it, test it. So it's like anywhere in this yellow zone would have been an entry area. Anywhere. You see what I'm saying? That's placement on the bottom side of this purple. So you would have wanted it boom at the close of here, right? Boom at the close of here, boom at the close of here, boom at the close of here, right? With all the same goal. And the same goal is to pretty much try to break past this lower high point right here. Like that's the goal. That would be the goal, is to make a new lower low and break past this area right here that you got
Mhm.
support. Right. So if we break past here and get here, that's a good trade. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then if
And
we
about like how many pips would that be on 30?
48, just
48 pips.
that's on yeah, off M1. You know what I mean? But if we doing it based on our Fibonacci,
Yeah, I'm a back
got it
check.
lined up with 38.2 right there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So boom, you get that aggressive push from up here.
Check
Uh,
out that low.
we're at
That's
90
about
pips. That's almost 100 pips. That's
you can, and 30 gives that out daily or like weekly like gold, huh?
bro. What? This should have
Yeah.
see. This should have give you 100, bro. This shit just fell.
What time was that? That's 9 a.m. Yeah.
Shit just fell 150 pips and then retrace
Damn near 40,
half.
50.
Yeah, half of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
70.
that's nice.
So it's like,
Damn, yeah, I like that, bro. That's what type of pairs I like. I like that.
yeah, bro. And it's just about marking that, being able to mark that shit up and see it.
Yeah, I like that, bro.
Fucking with it.
Yeah, I'm fucking with it for sure, bro.
Cause
Fucking with it for sure.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look how it's moving even in the
Yeah,
bed.
I got in.
You got in?
Yeah, I got in where I showed you. I got in at that highlighted area.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
didn't close it?
Can you see it?
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little small. Let me try to make it bigger. Yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it.
Entry down.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it's like
That's tough, bro. That's a flex. That's
that's how
what
we
I
do it.
like.
That's how we doing it, man. Like we not
Yeah,
playing around. Like we real out do this shit, every day.
yeah. 100.
Yeah, man.
100. That's all right, man.
Yeah, man. You got any other questions though?
Yeah, let me try and mark up 30 a little bit for you and just tell me where I could do better or where I'm going wrong. Just like nothing long.
Bet.
I kind of